Hey, and welcome to our 21st unboxing video. I'm Eliza.
I'm Amber.
And today we have a few books for you, children's books, maybe one or two adult books, and then a whole bunch of DVDs. And we're just going to try to unbox them all as fast as we can.
Fast. We have 3 boxes.
3 boxes, but I think we can do it. And this first one is called Feather, and it's incredibly beautiful. It's a kid's book, a kid's picture book, and it has wonderful illustrations.
It's one of those weird ones that opens up here.
Oh,
Piggy.
Oh, interesting. It looks kind of old-fashioned. I would give that a try.
Next is The Wild Robot Escapes by Peter Brown. This looks like kind of a fun book, actually.
So I've talked to a lot of people who read The Wild Robot and really liked it. It's about a robot who gets stranded on an island and learns to live with the animals. So it sounds like she's going to escape, which would be exciting. I Survived. This is a popular series of kids' book. This one is I Survived the Children's Blizzard 1988, which I've never even heard of.
Miss Newman Isn't Human. It's one of the My Weirdest School books by Dan Gutman. Just funny, early reader.
There's another one in a popular kids series called The Owl Diaries.
Picture book. This Is It by Daria Peoples-Riley. Dancer. Oh, it just looks like a really sweet, there aren't too many words, but it's got great illustrations.
This looks like sort of a silly kid's book. It's called Piggy, Let's Be Friends. The glasses are great. Piggy's glasses are really great.
You can see them on the back here, too. Oh, that does look sweet. Okay, some DVDs. Ferdinand. This looks fun. Just a fun kids. It's rated PG.
Oh, Justice League.
I still haven't seen that, so I'm glad that we have it.
I'm behind on my superhero movies. You go.
You
I don't know why I took 2. I'm getting greedy. The Handmaid's Tale, the television adaptation of this popular book, and it sounds, I haven't watched it, but it sounds really intense and dark. But
too dark for me, I think.
Maybe a little too dark for me, but good.
The Shape of Water, highly anticipated DVD release, I'm sure, for people who haven't seen it in theaters. I think it's still in theaters.
Did it win?
Is it? No.
It can't be. They wouldn't give us the DVD.
I have no idea. It was nominated for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Didn't it win something? I don't know.
I don't know.
We're not in the news. Call Me By Your Name. Summer of 1983 in Italy. A precocious 17-year-old is into classical music. And, he falls in love with a charming American scholar.
Armie Hammer, I think. It's like it's an older man, a younger man kind of relationship, I think. And I really want to see this one. I, Tonya with Margot Robbie. She's just an incredible actress, and I feel like this is going to be really good. A lot of people have said it really makes them think of Tonya Harding differently, because she did clearly do bad things, but she also came from a really difficult background. Yeah. Oh, audiobooks. I forgot we have some audiobooks. Most of these are books that we already have in our collection. This is Surprise Me, a funny book by Sophie Kinsella. 50/50 by James Patterson. This book just went out onto our shelves. Walter Mosley. This one also did and immediately went out on a hold. Lisa Gardner, Look for Me, a psychological thriller. I think we have that as well. Sisters Like Us by Susan Mallery. One more box. Keep watching. It's getting more better. DVDs. We're going to go back to DVDs. It's getting better. Oh, Matt Damon is in the box. He's in the box. No, he's literally. So he's so small. So he's in Downsizing. It's a movie about him actually shrinking. Do you know the plot? Right? Yeah, the plot is that you can get shrunk into little bits, and then you put your life savings, so you suddenly become like a cajillionaire because everything is so much more cost effective when you're really tiny. But you can never be big again. So it sounds like a scary proposition. Yeah, very.
This is Jumanji with Dwayne Johnson, among others, but he's my favorite.
It was really good. We saw it in the theaters. Yeah, it was really, really fun. And they do
Karen Gillan.
And they give a few nods to the original Jumanji, which I thought was considerate of them.
I've never seen the original Jumanji. Failure.
Pitch Perfect 3. I'm sure this will go out a lot.
Teen Titans Go! Pumped for spring. My child is into Teen Titans Go.
I'm pumped for spring.
Pumped for spring, yeah.
Wonder Wheel. I actually have never heard of this, and I'm surprised. It has Kate Winslet and Justin Timberlake. It's set in Coney Island amusement park in the 1950s. Looks like it'll be some kind of drama, maybe.
I like her clothes. Look at her nice dress and shirt combo in the back. More old-fashioned clothes. Faces, Places. I worry this is going to be one of those ones where I can't figure out what it's about. It's about Agnes Varda, one of the leading...
documentary. Yeah.
Oh, it's a documentary. Leading figures of the French New Wave, photographer and muralist. Oh, yeah, it sounds like a really interesting biography or documentary about some artists, French artists. The cover looks pretty cool. It's got the Abbey Road thing going on.
Ladybird. And I think this got a lot of press because it was written and directed by Greta Gerwig, but also because it was really good. I haven't seen it, though.
I've heard it's really good. Aliens Ate My Homework. Do you remember these books?
Yes.
Yeah, like my
I didn't realize there was like a movie.
I guess they just made a movie. So these are really old school books. We both read them as kids, and now they're making them into movies. But I would say still read the books because I remember them being awesome.
The Man Who Invented Christmas with Dan Stevens, who we know from Downton Abbey. Just looks... Yeah, it looks
Charles
like a
Dickens?
British...
Did I make that up? Yeah, it's about Charles Dickens.
It tells the journey that led to the creation of Ebenezer Scrooge, Tiny Tim, and other things from A Christmas Carol.
I feel like we kind of missed the boat on Christmas movies, but next year. Yeah. Or if you just feel like Christmas. This is called The Breadwinner. Nothing short of exceptional. It's an animated movie about an 11-year-old girl growing up under the Taliban in Afghanistan in 2001.
So, and it's PG-13.
And she has to pretend to be a boy. Oh, that's why it's called The Breadwinner, because her dad gets arrested and she has to... Yeah, so it looks like a animated movie, but for adults. And it looks pretty cool. The art looks amazing.
And our last two, Thor Ragnarok.
We definitely need 2 copies. If we ever needed 2 copies of a movie.
Can you see? I saw this in the theaters, and I loved it, but my friend thought that it was too campy and out there.
I loved it, too. I watched it in the movie theater, and I literally would have turned around and gone back and watched it again, and I am, not good at sitting still, so that is a high recommendation from me.
So we're all done.
Woohoo!
Everything.
Yay!
8 minutes.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye.